So, family, we're going to talk about these Osama papers. Give everybody about a couple of minutes to kind of get notified and come in. Listen to a little Psalms 121 in Hebrew before we get started. We're going to make sure we get this straight. You know, they're trying to set up people to talk about this this topic so they can just, give their side of the story, but that's not going to happen. We're not going to let that happen. We're going to give them the receipts, so they're not going to be able to just say whatever it is they want to say and make their points without any counter to the things that they're talking about. But like I said, this is just a chance for people to get marked. So all that's going on right now, people are going to be getting marked right now, seeing where their allegiances lie. They always talk about how they love everyone and we're all equal. We're going to see. Most High is going to see. He's going to find out right now if people really love everyone, if they think that people are equal. So check this out real fast. Give her a chance to get notified to come in. We'll get started in about 5 minutes.
Suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
We're going to play a little bit of a video from Star Trends. The video she just put up about the Osama bin Laden letters. I think she did it today, a couple hours ago. About 9 minutes into the video, if you want to take a look at it while we do it together. Thank you to the moderators controlling the chat. We're gonna get into this because it says just another opportunity for the Most High to mark you before He brings destruction. Bring the receipts to this, all these lies these people be putting out here trying to attack this truth with nothing but opinion. Those days are over with. You're right, anointed hands. Everyone and everything is being exposed. No one is exempt. Exactly. So yeah, you know, on TikTok they've been talking about this whole letter of Osama bin Laden and how he was kind of justifying what he did, and there's all these people making all of these response videos, you know, and what you gotta understand, what the enemy's always done is they pick someone that they want to attack, and they're gonna pick someone who really doesn't know what they're talking about and use that person as like the spokesperson of the other side, so that then they can attack that person. Okay, so when I play this video from Star Trends, it's probably like a teenage lady, maybe 15, 16, but she's talking about the person who found or discovered this land, and she didn't even know his name. She didn't even know it was Christopher Columbus's name. So they pick this person and they try to attack her reason as to, you know, her breakdown of the Osama bin Laden papers. And I'm like, bro, that stuff is not going to work anymore. You guys are not going to be going and picking the weakest person that you can go against and then try to make your points. And all of them are all trying to just discount what America's done. Well, we're not going to talk about the past. All those things, people have always gone and conquered other nations. And, you know, they're always trying to diminish their sins. You know, they keep talking about, well, 3,000 Americans were killed. Well, how many millions of people did you kill when you got here? And then the guy said, well, show us the proof that there were millions of people here that were killed. See, you guys are always trying to diminish what you've done. You try to diminish who you've killed. And then the lady was talking about, you know, terrorists. They were talking about Israel and America being like terrorists when they came here. And this guy's like, no, we weren't, it's not the same thing. I was like, you terrorized the people that were here. But you gotta understand, like, it's not what you're seeing that the Most High is doing. Like, he's testing your hearts. All you people keep saying that God loves everybody. We're all equal. Well, in that case, then, the people that you killed and the people that you destroyed deserve justice. And the Most High is showing you that, hey, these people that were here in these lands, they deserve justice. But see, you don't believe that they deserve justice. You only believe that the 3,000 people that were killed on 9/11 deserve justice. But everyone else is just, it doesn't matter. Okay? Go around the front, and then I'll be up there. So we're gonna play a little bit of the video, all right, and then we're going to break this guy's breakdown down, because, you know, like I said, the times that you guys just being able to say whatever you want, you know, you pick the weakest link, you pick the weakest person who doesn't even know who Christopher Columbus is, and then you want to talk about that person. We've been bringing out receipts and information for years, and what do you get? Crickets. You got nothing to say. I don't want to talk about what Big Judah's bringing out. Let me figure out what this little 12, 13-year-old girl's saying. I'm going to attack her. I'm going to go after what she said, because, you know, those are like softballs right down the middle. Then, you know, you want to say, oh, everyone's gone in and just taken over everyone else's land. No, they haven't. See, this is what happens. This is why you guys hide books. This is why you guys hide information. See, it was a covenant made between Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and Noah and the Most High, that everyone got their blessing, and no one was allowed to go and take someone else's lands. So the fact that you say, oh, someone's always gone in and taken over everyone's land, and if we try to go back and find who the original people are of these lands, we would never be able to do that. You know what? You're right. You're not going to be able to do it because you've hidden all the records purposely. You see what I'm saying? You've hidden all the records purposely so you can justify stealing other people's lands and say, oh, everyone's always done it. No, they haven't. You know who did it first? Canaan. And what happened to him? When the Hebrews finished serving their punishment in Egypt, the Most High delivered them into the Israelites' hands, right? So don't sit here and say that, oh, this is something that's always been done, because it's not. You're not going to be picking out, like I said, you want to pick the easiest people to talk about. Okay? So let me just tell you guys real fast, because hold on, let me get my books. And the Most High is just giving you opportunity to pretty much just, hey, you're nothing but a bunch of liars. You guys are nothing but a bunch of liars. Okay? And you're just picking people that you can go against that don't know anything. All right? So let me get this real quick. Hold on. And they're just, everyone's attacking the people that are, I guess you're not allowed to like read information and come up with your own interpretation. You see what I'm saying? That's what they don't want you to do. Just like the video I did last night. They want you to be nothing but a corpse. And then they tell you who are the good guys and who are the bad guys. I'm on, this is a channel, it's called Star Trends, StarTrends. And the video was from a couple hours ago called Gen Z's siding with Osama bin Laden's letter to America. So it looks like, I don't know if you guys can see it or not. And I'm going up to about the 8 minutes, 45 second mark. Okay. And that's where we're going to go right now. Okay. So let's just play this real quick.
Incident of 9/11, which is absolutely crazy, because regardless, I don't seek sympathy from our U.S. government or Osama bin Laden. So the fact that people are actually siding with Osama bin Laden is a great deal of disrespect to all the victims of 9/11. That being said,
now, is it a great sign of disrespect to side with America when they've done nothing but rape, rob, and murder our people? They're talking about the 3,000 people that died in 9/11. What about the hundreds of millions of people that were killed here? Is it a great sign of disrespect to pledge allegiance to a nation that destroyed our people? You see, the Most High has given you your opportunity to examine what happened, examine history. See, these people have done nothing but hidden history. But let's continue.
guys, like the video, comment, let me know what you guys think, and as always,
it's not that I'm defending him.
This girl and a lot of the internet lately have essentially jumped off of the bridge of sanity into the Kool-Aid River and are currently scuba diving at the bottom of it right now, just soaking up all that Kool-Aid.
It's not that I'm defending him, but I'm not about to sit here and act like he's just the worst person in the world.
Let me give you a piece of advice. Generally speaking, if someone tells you they're not doing something and there's a but that follows that statement, it's all bullshit. Because what she's actually doing here is defending Osama bin Laden, the man that orchestrated.
Now, this guy is going to talk about her defending Osama bin Laden, but then this dude's going to defend the actions of this country. You're going to see the utter hypocrisy. You're going to complain about someone defending someone who killed 3,000 people, but you, on the other hand, are going to defend a group of people, a country, a government that has killed hundreds of millions. And you're going to, anyone who comes with facts, that talks about the things that this country is guilty of, you will just bypass it, throw it under the rug, act like it doesn't exist, act like it's not important. You see what I'm saying? But just continue, because Because the thing is that you're going to hear the same arguments over and over again. How can you defend someone that killed 3,000 Americans? How can you defend? Well, how do you defend someone that killed hundreds of millions of so-called Americans? You see what I'm saying? Your country here, killed hundreds of millions of people living in America. Now, the thing is that you guys want to say Americans. Well, okay. You guys are talking about nationalities. These people were born on this continent. When Columbus got here, there were millions and millions of people that were here. When he was over there on the islands, they killed all these people. But I guess those don't count. You see what I'm saying? Like the same argument that you're making against her can be made against you. And that's what the Most High is doing right now. He's looking at your hearts right now. Oh, so you're going to complain and you're going to talk about 3,000 of your people getting killed. But what about the hundreds of millions of my people that you killed? What about the hundreds of millions of people that, of my people that you killed? What about them? They don't deserve justice? Oh, that was in the past. The Most High, he's kept meticulous records. Let's continue.
The 9/11 attacks and created one of the deadliest organizations that exists today, Al-Qaeda. What happened here is she read bin Laden's letter to America, a letter he wrote to justify his attacks on 9/11 and make himself seem like some kind of vigilante hero. And she and a lot of the internet bought into it hook, line, and sinker.
Have not you guys done exactly the same thing? Did you not make it seem like you guys were the good guys, cowboys and Indians? Did you not do exactly the same thing that you're saying she's doing? You're doing exactly the same thing. You're making it like you're some kind of a hero that's come in to liberate the world, liberate the Americas. You are guilty of exactly the same things, but on a much grander scale than what you're accusing this young girl of.
Terrorist propaganda. Did I mention that in this letter to America, one of the reasons bin Laden provides for his desire to destroy America is that we allow women to have rights? Does everyone gloss over that fact when it comes to...
Okay, well, did you not? What was your justification for coming in and destroying the Aborigines? Oh, because they worship the devil? You just made any excuse you wanted to up in order to be able to destroy these people here. Oh, they were killing people and they were murdering babies, killing. You did exactly the same thing. You made up whatever you wanted to make up to come and take this land. You made up whatever you guys wanted to do. You guys didn't care about women voting, because as soon as you took over, did you guys allow women to vote? No. Did you allow so-called black people to vote? No. So it wasn't like you came and brought equality here. You did exactly the same thing that you didn't give women the same rights. You didn't get, we were considered animals. We were considered, 3/5 of a man and still are. So don't sit here and play like you guys are some type of like moral compass to the world. When as soon as you guys took over, it says we the people meant we the white people. It didn't mean anyone else. You see what I'm saying? Hey, Grace, and Sister Lisa. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, it's totally hypocrisy for you to sit here and talk about this girl and what she's talking about with bin Laden when you are guilty of whatever bin Laden did with 3,000 people. You've killed hundreds of millions. Let's continue.
To Islamic radicalists. If it were up to them, you wouldn't even be able to have an opinion to begin with.
We're not allowed to have an opinion to begin with. In fact, you still don't think we have an opinion. You still think that our opinions don't matter. And you can say whatever you want. You can come up with whatever history you want, and it's correct. But we're not allowed to have an opinion. Like when we try to break down the Bible, what do? You guys come over here, oh, you guys are doing that wrong. You guys don't know what the hell you guys are talking about. Oh, that's ridiculous. That's not true. Oh, so I'm not allowed to have an opinion? I can't have my own opinion, right? So what's the difference? So you see what I'm saying? Exactly all the points you're going to make about what she says, I'm going to make about you. And what are you gonna say after this? Nothing. Crickets. Because I already know you. You got nothing to say. That's why you picked old girl here and you put her up, because you're not gonna talk to the real Brews about this. You're not gonna talk to the real Hebrews about any of this, because we'll smash you. Because we have all these records that show all these other things that this young girl, she don't even know who Columbus is. Didn't even know his name. We do. We have his books. We got the receipts. So like I said, you won't step to this. You won't come to this video and try to break this video down. I guarantee you that. You'll minimize the numbers and you'll try to act as if you didn't hear anything. That's what you guys are going to do.
America is literally built on terror people. When what's his name? Fucking whatever the guy's name is that discovered America and found the land.
You mean Christopher Columbus?
It's been a lie. Everything's alive.
First of all, as far as America being built on ism, you do realize that every land, every country, every blade of grass have all been conquered over and over and over again, right? America didn't invent this concept. It's been happening since the beginning of time.
You see, same things over and over again. So that's how you justify what you've done. Oh, everyone's done it. No, they haven't. That's what you guys see. That's what you guys. This is why you're going to get destroyed, because you're full of nothing but lies. If you go to the book of Jasher, look it up yourself. I'm not even going to get into it because we already know about this. There was a covenant made after the flood. Everyone got their blessing. Everyone got their inheritance. Shem, Ham, Japheth. And they all agreed that if you go and take someone else's land, you're going to put a curse on your children. So yes, as much as you don't want to believe it, America was founded on terrorism. America was founded on terrorism. If you guys want to put it exactly where it was in Jasher, go right ahead and put it in the chat. We appreciate it. You see what I'm saying? So don't give us that. Oh, every blade of grass. No, every blade of grass you went to. This is what you have done. And now this is why you are going to be destroyed, because you went around taking everyone else's inheritance and now it's coming back to you. And you're going to justify all the things that America has done horribly and say, oh, well, everyone's done it. Does that make it right, supposedly? Oh, I just bought the slaves. I didn't go and get them. That was so-called Africans that went and got them. So your people sold your own people. So therefore, I have no responsibility. You see the utter hypocrisy that's going on here. You see what I'm saying? Let's continue. I want you to get a real good listen to what, I'm going to go back 10 seconds so you can hear what this dude has to say. So he can just the justification. So I thought you guys were a Christian nation. I thought you guys were so-called Christians and you loved everybody. And you were above reproach. You know, everyone needs to look to you for moral, authority. But look at what you're doing now. Oh, everyone's done it. Everyone's done it. So therefore, it doesn't matter what we did. Okay. You keep thinking that.
Conquered over and over and over again, right? America didn't invent this concept. It's been happening since the beginning of time, before any country existed. Even the natives were famous for this. Unfortunately, it's human nature, and if we start arguing what land belonged to whom first, we will have signed a certificate for every human being on this planet. So let's not focus on the past.
What does sign a certificate for every human on the planet mean? What does that even mean? Oh, the natives were doing it. I'm sorry, how do we know if the natives were doing that? Oh, because you say so? Oh, because you said all the natives were doing this, so therefore it must be true. You see what I'm saying? Like, absolutely ridiculous. I'm like, dude, you're not even making a point. Oh, everyone's done it. And if we go back to try to figure, everyone signs a certificate. What the hell does that mean? But you want to portray yourself as some super smart person because you're attacking a little 14, 15-year-old girl who doesn't even know who Columbus is. Try that mess over here. Try to bring that reasoning over here. You see what I'm saying? Like, that stuff is not going to fly around here. Hold on real quick. So yeah, they said that stuff is not going to fly over here at all. Okay? Not even, oh, I want to go back so you guys can hear that mess again, because that justification makes no sense. You're going to sign your certificate. What?
Arguing what land belonged to whom first, we will have signed a certificate for every human being on this planet. So let's not focus on the past, because then we will never be able to move forward. I don't know where you pulled that number from, but
you see what I'm saying? Like, what does that mean? We're not going to focus on the past. Yes, you guys are focusing on the past. You're focusing on something happened 20 some odd years ago. Someone's reading a letter that's talking about the past, and you guys are all, well, we don't want to talk about the past. Oh, no. We're talking about the past. We're talking about your past. We're talking about the things that you are responsible for. That's how you guys got in this position that you're in today. That's how you guys got the blessing of what you're enjoying today, because of things that have happened in the past. Yeah, it's never, let's talk about the past. It's never, we don't want to talk about what we've done.
But it's a straight up lie being on this planet. So let's not focus on the past, because then we will never be able to move forward. I don't know where you pulled that number from, but it's a straight up lie. Plus, you just attempted to justify the 9/11 attacks with said made up number. You did just compare 3,000 to a made up millions, though. You may not have included.
So now you're trying to say that millions of people were not killed when the Europeans got here? Oh, you're trying to compare 3,000 people from 9/11 to a made-up number of millions of people, millions of natives that were killed here. So now, on top of, let's not talk about the past. On the back of, oh, everyone's went over and conquered everyone else's land. Oh, yeah, you just made up the number of how many people were killed. If we don't know the exact number of people who were killed, why is that? Oh, because your people hid all that information. Your people have hidden all that information. You see what I'm saying? Like the hypocrisy here. So these are all the points you're going to hear all the time. You're going to hear this from everyone on TikTok. Same thing. Oh, we're not going to talk about what happened in the past. We're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about any of that. That doesn't matter, because we want to move forward, and we're not moving forward. We're not moving forward with you being in charge anymore. Those times are over with. You see what I'm saying? You guys are not on top, and you guys are not going to stay on top. You're not making up, oh, what you say is right and what we say is wrong. That's not flying anymore.
Included a but in there, but it's still looks like that's exactly what you're saying.
It's happening, and we have to be real about the situation.
Right, and we should start by doing some research, and by we, I mean you, because to be frank, you don't know what you're talking about. Stop with this side nonsense. Israel's attacked, now they're fighting back, and according to you, they're the only country in the world not allowed to defend themselves. Swim out of that Kool-Aid River, come
So, Israel's, they are defending themselves, but they have the Palestinians in an open air prison where they're not allowed to go in or out. And it's not like the fighting just started on October 7th. You see what I'm saying? Like they're so hypocritical with absolutely everything.
and I'll be waiting there for you with truth towels and some hot cocoa.
His letter is really a long one, and
so I just wanted to talk about that real quick because I said the hypocrisy is off the charts. Every single thing you just said about what she said about defending Osama bin Laden, you're doing to defend America, or trying to just ignore all of the ills and everything else that this country has done. So let's take a look at, see, this is what's going on. You guys are being marked. Everyone's being marked right now. You're going to be quick to defend Ish. You're going to be quick to just, well, it happened to 3,000 Americans here, which you guys, but then you're going to just ignore your history. The Most High has kept all records. He knows exactly who everyone is responsible for. Psalms 101. Let's get that really quick. Psalms 101. See, all these people talk about being Christian, and even in the Bible it talks about how the Most High has given inheritances to certain people. He gave everyone their inheritances. You guys put that in the chat as well. Throw that in the chat too. Let's get this real quick, because this is all over the scriptures. Okay, Psalms 101, 5 through 8. Psalms 101, 5 through 8. Whose privily slandereth his neighbor? Him will I cut off. Him that hath an high look and a proud heart will not I suffer. That is you. You guys have a high look and a proud heart. The Most High is not going to suffer you. You guys think that everything you've done is okay. Anyone else that has a reaction to things that you've done, is evil. And you're good and they're evil. You see what I'm saying? Just absolutely ridiculous. 6, mine eyes shall be upon the faithful of the land. They may dwell with me. He that walketh in a perfect way, he shall serve me. He that worketh deceit shall not dwell within my house. He that telleth lies shall not tarry in my sight. This is why you are going to be getting removed off these lands. Again, mine eye shall be upon the faithful of the land, that they may dwell with me. He that walketh in a perfect way, he shall serve me. He that worketh deceit shall not dwell within my house. He that telleth lies shall not tarry in my sight. You guys are doing nothing but telling lies. Telling lies. Verse 8, I will early destroy all the wicked of the land, that I may cut off all wicked doers from my city of the Lord. See, so the Most High is giving you your opportunity. He's marking you right now. He is marking you. Psalms 101, 5 through 8. So the ones that the Most High is calling, the ones that the lands belong to, they're going to stay. But all you ones who are sitting here just lying about everything, you're going to be removed. You won't be able to stay in the Lord's house. You're not going to be able to stay on his lands. So it isn't about what happened at 9/11. It's about your reaction to these things. That's what the Most High is looking at. And he's exposing your heart. You can't sit here and talk about how everyone's equal. God loves everyone. But then when we talk about the things that your countries have done, oh, well, we can't talk about what happened in the past. Everyone's done it. Hey, man, if that's cool, if that's what you believe, then everyone's about to get their asses handed to them. If that's what you believe, because the Most High said that there was going to be, there's a covenant. And that this covenant, has already been decided upon by Shem, Ham, Japheth, Noah, and the Most High. It's in the book of Jubilees. If you don't want to believe it, don't care. If you don't want to look it up, don't care. If you want to say it's not in the Bible, don't care. But you're going to see real soon that it's going to actually not go well for all these people that have been reading, believing all this stuff. So again, let's read that. Psalms 101, 5 through 8. Whoso privily slandereth his neighbor. That's what you guys have been doing, slandering your neighbors. Slandering the Most High's chosen people. You've been living next to us and slandering us. Thank you, Ancient Gardener. Jubilees, right? 9:14. Noah's sons and the land agreement. Beautiful. Thank you so much. So you guys can look that up yourselves. Whoso privily slandereth his neighbor, him will I cut off. So you've been slandering us, lying to us, calling us African American, black, whatever. You've taken our heritage and given it to another. You've slandered us. You've lied to us. And you've been reaping the benefits this whole time. That's what you guys are guilty of. So whoso privily slandereth his neighbor, him will I cut off. This is why you're going to be getting cut off. Him that hath an high look and a proud heart will not I suffer. Just like that guy was talking about that, a young lady, and you need to go do research. Bruh, you need to go do research. Nowhere is there it says that everyone has done what you've done. Oh, everyone's done has been enslaved. Not the same way you've done it. Not at all. It says, mine eyes shall be upon the faithful of the land, that they may dwell with me. He that walketh in a perfect way, he shall serve me. He that worketh deceit shall not dwell within my house. He that telleth lies shall not tarry in my sight. I will early destroy all the wicked of the land, that I might cut off all wicked doers from the city of the Lord. This is what is happening right now. So you think it's all about the letter, and all of a sudden they're taking it down. They took it all, they just scrubbed it off the internet because people were reading it, and then because everything repeats itself. History repeats itself. So the same horrible things that was done in the past, 20 plus years ago, they're doing again today. So when people fight back, they don't want you to realize all the stuff that they did before, all the actions before that caused the reaction. That's what they've been guilty of this whole time. And see, we'll go to Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 13, verse 1. Let me go there. I have it right here, but I'm going to go to it real quick. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 13. See, this is why all these other books are taken out, because they expose you. Surely vain are all men by nature, who are ignorant of the Most High. You guys are ignorant of the Most High. You're ignorant of Scripture. You're ignorant of the Most High. You're ignorant of the Most High's chosen people. You're ignorant of the things that they've gone through. You're ignorant of the times that we are in. You're ignorant of the fact that everything is switching, that the Most High is now returning his people to their position as the heads. And you are the tails. You are being moved to be the tail again. But people are still listening to you as if you are the head, when you have no understanding in you whatsoever. So again, surely vain are all men by nature, who are ignorant of the Most High, and could not out of the good things that are seen know him that is. Neither by considering the works do they acknowledge the workmaster. So you guys aren't looking at the works. You're not looking at the fact that the Most High's chosen people were put at the bottom. That we served our punishment, that we have fulfilled Genesis 15:13. That 400 years of us going into slavery has been finished, completed. That now the Most High is returning back to his people. He's turned his face back to his people. See, ignorant people can't understand this. Ignorant people don't know, hey, we should be cleaving to the Most High's chosen people right now. We should be on our knees asking for forgiveness right now. We should try to take an opportunity right now to, try to seek after the Most High right now. They won't do that. They won't look at the things that we've gone through and then apply that to Scripture. They'll just say, oh, everyone's done what we've done, so we don't have to worry about paying for that. Just because everyone's done it doesn't make it illegal, doesn't make it wrong. It doesn't mean there's going to be a whole lot of people having to serve a punishment. That's why in the Scriptures, in the second Esdras, it says, this world is made for many, but the world to come is made for few. You see what I'm saying? Let's stop this here really quick. Take you guys outside real fast. We don't need to go through all the Bible verses and everything right now, because we already know. You know what I'm saying? We already know what's going on. It's a beautiful sunset going on right now. So I wanted to share it with you guys real quick. Like, I'm not worried about the other nations and the Bible and trying to prove everything, because you know what? We already know. And we already know that they don't believe in the Bible anyways, because it just pretty much portends to their destruction. And they don't want to know about it anyways. You know what I'm saying? Like, the time of having to prove everything, is coming to an end. Why don't they prove what they're saying? You see what I'm saying? When are they going to prove what they are saying? They prove absolutely nothing. They give nothing but opinions all the time. Just like that guy. Well, we can't talk about the past, or everyone's going to have a certificate. What the hell does that mean? We got a lot of Psalms 83 here tonight. We already know that their spirits are being vexed right now. That's why they got to go check out that video and check out that section around the 8-9 minute mark that we watched. And if you go at the beginning, and they show the girl, and she's just trying to give her little breakdown about the letters. She doesn't really know that much. And most young people don't. You know what I'm saying? Most young people don't. But we do. We understand. But they'll never, ever talk about what we're bringing. You know what I'm saying? They're never going to try to say, hey, you know what? I'm going to go after Big Jude and what he's talking about. I'm going to go after these books that he's talking about. I'm going to go after this history that he's talking about. They're not going to get into any of that, right? Because they can't. Oh, you said there was millions of people that were killed. Well, where does it say that at? Well, that's really convenient, okay, from people that hide records. That's really convenient that all of a sudden now they didn't kill millions of people. That now you need that to be proven to you, that the Europeans came over here and killed millions of people, all because, you're right, she's like 14, right? You know what I'm saying? So you guys we need records. We need proof that you're pulling that number out about millions of people. So now Europeans did not come over here and kill millions of people. That's what you're saying. We're trying to say there was nobody here. Is that what you're trying to say? And that there was nobody here and you just came over here and, there's like 4 people, 5 people, and you just killed them and then you took over everything? You see, I mean, that's just the absolute hypocrisy of everything. You want us to prove everything, and you have instead hiding all of the proof. So how exactly are we supposed to have an exact number when you've hidden all the proof? But you know what? I don't need the proof. You know why? My Father has all the proof. He has all the numbers. He has all the proof, and he knows who's guilty, right? So therefore, we don't need any proof. My Father has the proof, and he's bringing the records right now. Right? Kill all the buffalo in order to get the Plains Indians off the lands. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? Like, dude trying to be all fugazi with a 14-year-old girl. You see what I'm saying? Like, oh, I said, I wish you guys would try to bring that stuff over here. I wish you guys would try to bring your proof over here. But you won't. You won't engage. We already know you won't engage because you've got nothing to engage with. Right? Yeah, she didn't know. I mean, this is a beautiful sunset. I'm going to put that back on again. But like I said, they will not engage. They can't engage. You know what I'm saying? They don't, I don't even need to get into the Bible with them this evening. I said, because, they don't believe in the Bible. We done brought out verses for years. We get into other books for years. We've been bringing out all this other information from other books, the Bible, hidden books. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter what they say anymore. I said, so it's just, please stop it with the little 14-year-old girls. Stop trying. How manly is that? Oh man, you're a tough guy. Let me go out here and try to, I'm going to go out here and destroy this little 14-year-old girl's breakdowns of this. You guys say all the same thing. Your breakdowns are all the same. It's not like we haven't heard it before. It's just now you just try to, you put up a 14-year-old girl who doesn't know what she's talking about, and then you go against her and you try to make it seem like you know something. Yes, they do. Stealing our content left and right. Exactly right. And this is, like I said, this is what that guy just said is just pretty much a proof of Jeremiah 16 and 19, how the Gentiles have inherited lies. Oh yeah, these people, and even in that video at the beginning, they had some kind of an interview, and a guy was just talking about, oh, you got all these Gen Z people and how idiotic they are, and they're sympathizing with terrorists. I was like, have we not sympathized with? We sympathize with you. We sympathize with terrorists. I said, you guys are terrorists too. How is it you guys don't believe that you guys came over here to rape, rob, murder, and steal and terrorize everyone? That's exactly what you did. Hey, Joseph Pryor, can you send me a copy of that? Can you email me a copy of that letter? Because I can't find it anywhere. If you could email it to me at tribeofjudah0@gmail.com, I'd appreciate you. Yeah, you're smart, Joseph Pryor. You're smart because they took it down. But they do that all the time, right? The fatness is over for them, We're over here in Southern California. Yes, they won't. They said they know they can't come out after the real Hebrews. I said because the people who are studied, people who don't just subject themselves to just 80 books all the time. We get into historical references. We got these books that you've been trying to hide. You see what I'm saying? Exactly, Rodney Doyle. We know they've always been playing both sides of the aisle. Playing both sides of the fight. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful time right now because, as you can see, these people have nothing. It's going to be all the same arguments. Later on, we'll be called, hateful because we bring out information. What we called racist because we bring out information. All we're doing is reading history. But see, when they cannot come after the information, then it's character assassination. Then it's, blaming you for this or accusing you of that. But they never talk about the information. I'm looking for where any. I mean, we've heard that same argument for how many years about how everyone's done it. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's done it. Everyone's gone around rape, robbing, murdering, stealing. Like, who's everybody who's done that? That's what I want to know. Who's the everybody? You know, who else has done? Who else has gone all over the world and stolen everyone's lands and resources? That's what I want to know. Since you keep saying everyone. But then as soon as you guys, we bring out this information about what you've done, it's you're racist. You're, you know, how can you support this person when he's killed 3,000 people? Well, how do you, you know, support a people who's killed hundreds of millions of people? That's what I want to know. How do you support a people that's killed hundreds of millions of people? You're right. They were never slaves. Exactly. So that there alone, you know, pretty much keeps them out from being the true Hebrew Israelites. You know what I'm saying? So you can't keep saying that, you know, you're going to talk about one person who's killed 3,000 when you've been responsible for killing hundreds of millions. And then you're going to say, well, let's not talk about the past. Just like that guy just said, let's not talk about the past. How are we not going to talk about the past? The past is how you have taken over this beautiful country. Did you not just take over this country with your actions of the past? Have you not set up your banking system through actions of the past? Have you not named all these different beautiful countries through actions of the past? Have you not given people nationalities and then kept them from their ethnicities from your actions in the past? This is why people in Mexico think that they're Mexican, because that is a nationality. That's just where you were born. That is not your ethnicity. That's why Americans think they're from America when it's just you were just born here, but that is not your ethnicity. Native Americans think that they're the original people here because that's what they've been told, but that is not their ethnicity. You see what I'm saying? So you're again, we're not talking about nationalities. You're giving everyone nationalities, but no one knows their ethnicity because that was by choice. Exactly. I've not hidden Rome under a flag. Exactly. Right, GMW? But he didn't know what you were talking about with the 400 years of slavery. Of course they don't, right? Because they don't use the Bible. They don't use the scriptures to actually give any kind of basis or foundation for what they're talking about. They renamed absolutely everything. Did they not do that through actions of the past? You guys renamed everything so that no one knows who's who. No one knows their history. No one knows the history of this country because of actions of the past. So you guys can't keep saying that, well, that's in the past, let's not talk about it. Because everything that we see now is somehow reflected through actions of the past. You calling us black. The fact that you call us African American and black is all because of actions of the past. The fact that you think you're white, you think that you're pure, and you think that you're the true Americans is all set up through actions of the past, right? So again, how can you sit there and say you've done all these things, you've made everything upside down, all through your actions of the past, but now all of a sudden actions of the past don't matter. You say that those are the lands, and they went back there in 1948, right? Well, before 1948, were they there? Is there any other information about them being there? Or was that action of the past what pretty much sets up what's going on today? Right? They took down that letter, right? Exactly. And now they've done this. Whatever happened to freedom of information, being able to read for yourself, being able to, read for yourself and make your own judgments. See, they don't believe in that. They've never believed in that. Right, Charles Wilson? Those who are guilty get offended real quick, but they are offensive, right? Because they are, right? Yep. Exactly, Rodney Doyle, that so-called white savior, right, is DOA now. People ain't believing that BS no more. That's why I just wanted to do this video. I just saw that video driving home today, And I was just listening to that dude trying to attack the little 14-year-old girl and her understanding. And he wanted to make it sound like he was just so smart and that he had so much understanding. But he didn't give any proof to anything. Oh, we don't want to talk about if we were to try to figure out whose land was whose originally, you know, I'm like, you don't even make any point, man. You're not even making any sense whatsoever. But that's exactly what you do. You don't make sense. You just run your mouths and talk. But you don't prove anything. Where does it say that everyone's done this? Where does it say that everyone has gone around raping, robbing, murdering, and stealing? That's what I wanted to know. Where does it say that at? Where does it say that we are black people? Where does it say that you are white people? Where does it say there are yellow people? Where does it say that there are brown people? Where's all that at? Exactly. This world was given to the hands of the wicked. Exactly, right? And they have been doing wickedly and wickedness for a very long time. But be on the lookout for more videos, family. I just wanted to, break that information down and just talk about that because, like I said, this shows how desperate that they are. You know what I'm saying? They are so desperate because they have nothing. I mean, what kind of a man has to go after a 14-year-old, 15-year-old girl who doesn't really know the subject matter and attack her and make it seem as if you know something? When there's plenty of people who have books and information that you never talk about. You know what I'm saying? You guys never talk about, these books that we bring out. You never talk about the Christopher Columbus books. Talking about, the Book of Prophecies by Christopher Columbus. Never talk about Dogs of the Conquest. You never talk about the historical information. You never talk about the Inquisition. You never talk about how the Inquisition was a fulfillment of prophecy. You never talk about how when you came over here and destroyed the original people here, how you were fulfilling prophecy. You guys don't talk about any of that, right? You don't talk about how we say, hey, many of the events that are in the Bible, you've already fulfilled them with your actions when you came over here. You get none of that. You get nothing but crickets. But as soon as you see a little 14-year-old girl, 15-year-old girl making a video about a topic, then you want to run out there and talk about her. But that's okay. Like I said, that's our job. That's why when you guys do kind of stuff like that and it's brought to our attention, we're going to smash you every single time. Because those are the times that we are in right now. The times of you being able to just, say whatever you want and think that you're right. I said those times are over. You're going to have to bring a lot more than just your opinion and saying, well, everybody did it. Well, everybody did not do it. You've done it. That's how you guys got on top. That's how you guys are now in the position that you're in because you've done nothing but rape, rob, murder, and steal and hide everything. And now the Most High is exposing all your dirt. And now you're terrified because you know what's about to come. The Most High is raising us back on top. And he's bringing you down to the bottom. So you might want to go do some research yourself, sir, before you sit there and talk about, what the young lady was talking about. Before you want to talk about her and tell her that she needs to research, I think you need to go and do some research before you talk about anyone else. Because like I said, you are being exposed, right? And you have absolutely nothing anymore. Shalom.